Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Apex Syndicates and to Cryptopia. So, if you happen to be watching this from the Cryptopia channel, make sure you look for the Apex Syndicates YouTube channel. That's where we do most of our content now, but we are doing sharing the live stream. So, just trying to merge those communities. So, hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's getting ready for the weekend and looking for opportunities. So, I'm here today to talk to you guys about. Really, it is probably one of my new favorite meme coins. It's not even a meme coin. It's a legacy coin. Galiano Tiramani. It's a project that was created by the founder of Boxable. And I think that this thing has crazy, crazy potential. So I'll dig into it and feel free to ask any questions about this one or any other projects. If you guys, I'm going to be brief on this, maybe 30 minutes or so. The wife is away and I have the kids playing on the tablet upstairs. So, just anything could happen. You might see some kid running across the back here with flaming hair on fire or something. Then I might have to go, but we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. So anyways, with no further ado, let's take a quick look at the Galiano Tiramani token here. So look, shoot, where's my screen? Oh, here it is. There we go. So look, this thing's at a $1.2 million market cap, and this is funky. You can see right here, it's showing a $2.14 million market cap. This is not correct. This is the correct market value, the 1.2, which is over here on the right-hand side for the market cap. So it's something funky with Dex Screener, nothing to do with the project. They're just calculating things wrong. So on the chart versus the thing, but this is correct. If you look at SolScan, it is a $1.2 million market cap right now. So look, we called this over in our VIP Telegram chat originally at a 300K, like 340K market cap, somewhere in this ballpark right here. It ran for about a week on a nice downward trend, and it went all the way down to 40K. I wish I would have bought more, but some of us bought the dip. A few of us were talking about it in the VIP Telegram chat over there, so feel free to check that out. Join. We have a Patreon link in the description of this video. Feel free to join over there. And don't miss out on those opportunities because it ran from 40K here on January 16th. And on January 17th in the afternoon, it ran all the way up here to a little over $1 million plus dollars in market cap. So it did really well. 40K to $1 million in a day, not bad. Of course, there was a lot of sell pressure. And this green candle right here, from my understanding, this was Galiano Tiramani. Okay, so he bought this basically just to shake out some of the JEETs and to get better supply control. From my understanding, he's got a very decent amount, around 50 to 60% supply control, which does not scare me at all. The guy's a billionaire. He's trying to create a legacy token. Okay. And a legacy token means he wants it to succeed. He wants to be immortalized on the blockchain. Okay. So him having supply control, he's locking the tokens. He's already locked like 20 or 30%. It's a big number. Don't quote me on the amount exactly, but I know it was a big number. And I've heard he's going to be locking more tokens. So take that into consideration. Now, right now, you can see there's some decent sell-offs right here. And these are early buyers. Okay. And I believe what's going to happen is it's going to take, it'll probably take a week or so. It'll probably take a week, maybe 10 days. But a lot of these guys that got in at 40K, I mean, this thing ran up to $2 million. And of course, somebody sold like 4%. There was like two big sells. One was like a 2% sell. One was like a 1.5% sell. Ran back up. I think it was another 2% sell here today. But this is good. This is getting out those early buyers. Okay, the non-believers, the people that with the butterfingers they call it, right? And I think once this thing stabilizes up here around a $4 or $5 million market cap, okay, you've gotten people entering at a higher market cap, they're willing to hold. Everybody wants to make that 10, 20x, right? So if people come in at a $5 million market cap, I mean, a 10x or 20x, that's $50 to $100 million, so they want to make those gains, right? If somebody got in at 40K market cap, Jesus, they're happy. If it goes to a $4 million market cap, I mean, that was 100x for them. So we want those guys to kind of get out. We want to build a new floor, and that's what's happening here. Okay. So it's going to take a little time, I think, but it might take a week, might take 10 days, kind of all depends on the market. But overall, I think we're going to see this thing go nuclear. Okay. So I wanted to just share with you, let me see here. There you go. So this is Boxable, in case you guys haven't noticed, if you don't know what it is. But Galiano Tribbiani is the founder of the Boxable platform here. It's a prefabbed home. You can set up homes in like an hour. It's like they just drop them, they unfold. They're awesome. Elon Musk was living in one. He sold all of his homes back in the day in California, and moved out to SpaceX, and he was living in one of these for like a year. So, and I've heard that out there he's going to be buying a bunch of these for like housing for SpaceX employees. There's also an Affordable Home Act from the new Trump administration in office, where they're trying to make this like affordable for American citizens to get into. And they're going to be doing a lot of promoting and working with the Boxable company. Okay. So that's just a little bit of insight as to what that is. This is the guy. This is Galiano Tribbiani, fully doxxed. I mean, he's a billionaire. The guy's a billionaire. He's a family man. He takes care of himself. He, like he said, he's friends with Joe Rogan. He's friends with President Trump. He's friends with Elon Musk. I mean, like, you can go in here. Where was it? That's not it. There's several tweets. Here we go. Where they're having conversations, they're talking, going back and forth. And like I said, from my understanding, they actually have become quite close friends from my understanding. Okay. So this is something crazy, because you have a legacy coin. Okay. This is not a meme coin. Like I said, now there's a big difference. And a lot of people, I've heard some comments and from different people, they're like, well, this isn't a very memeable token. Well, no, it's not a meme coin. So let's draw the line in the sand. This is not a meme coin. This is a legacy coin. There's a very big difference. Okay. And there's not a lot of legacy coins out there. What is a legacy coin? A legacy coin is something that you leave to basically immortalize yourself, right? And so the interesting part is that Galiano Tribbiani made a post about wanting to be immortalized on the blockchain. He wanted to, live forever on the Solana network. Okay. So this guy's a billionaire. What do you think that means? Do you think that he's going to create a project and it's going to rug and it's going to go to zero? Do you think that's how he wants to be immortalized? Do you think that this guy, that's a, family man, that's friends with Elon Musk, do you think he wants to be remembered for rugging a project? Is that the legacy you think he wants to leave behind? For his little kids here and stuff. Is that the legacy you think that this man wants to leave behind? I'm asking you that. I don't think so. I look at this guy. He takes care of himself. He's fit. He's got a, beautiful wife. He's got beautiful kids. He's well connected. He's got a multi-billion-dollar company. He's getting interviews, on all the big platforms. Like, this guy's got everything to lose and nothing to gain by starting a meme coin under his name. Would you agree with that? This is where my brain goes. Okay. I've been thinking about this a long time. Okay. For the last week or so. And I just keep seeing it. And I'm like, okay, he wants to be immortalized on the blockchain. That's a post he made. I want to live for, he wants to have a legacy on the blockchain, on the Solana network. Where's this going to go? Where's this project going to go? I'm asking you that question. Just think about it, right? Just think about that. So you can come over here to his X and you can see, this is his personal account. Let me just scroll all the way back up here, and you can see here Galiano, the Gal token. So he's fully doxed. He's talking about it. He's making posts about it. He's sharing the screenshots of the token. There's, interviews here with, like, he's got Kanye West at the shop. Like, he's just such a well-connected guy. Okay. Interviews on, big platforms. Like I said, pictures with Trump, all of this stuff. Okay. So where is this project going? I can't see it not. I think it's one of those things, it's going to be too big to fail. And I don't think he will let it fail. That's just my personal thoughts and opinions. Okay. I don't think he will let this fail. He's locking up the supply. He's buying it. He's holding the floor. And I think once this thing stabilizes, my personal opinion, not financial advice, everybody, this is just my personal thoughts and opinions. Once this project stabilizes at, let's say, $3, $4, $5 million market cap, and we got out a lot of these JEETs that were dumping out 3-4% of the supply. once we find a nice, new, stable, solid floor, that's when I think we'll start to see this thing move. I think we'll start to see this thing go parabolic. I think we'll see this thing going into the hundreds of millions of dollars quickly. That's my personal thought. Okay. Now, I'm just throwing this out there. Like I said, I might be completely off base. I'm just throwing it out there. What if he created some sort of utility, down the road and for his personal brand token? Like, what if he said, hey, you know what? This can have some sort of utility inside of the Boxable ecosystem. What would that do to the token? That'd be pretty bullish, I think. That's just a hypothesis. Maybe it happens. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. What if he asked Elon, their buddies, hey, man, can you make a tweet about my token? And what if Elon just made a tweet? Galiano, Tiramani on Solana, going to the moon. What would happen? I mean, I'm asking you, like, what would happen to this token if he did that? It would go nuclear. I mean, it would be the biggest green candle that God candle that anybody ever saw. I mean, it would go into the hundreds of millions instantly, like that. Okay. And so that's why I'm investing in it. That's why I'm buying this coin. That's why I'm holding it. That's why I'm making videos on it, because there's nobody else making videos. There's no other YouTuber out there right now talking about this Galiano Tiramani token. I want to be the first guy. He wants to be immortalized on the blockchain. I want to be immortalized as the first YouTuber that was making videos and content on this when this goes to $1 billion market cap, because it effing could. That's just the reality. And if you don't think it can go there, but you do think a frog coin can go to, $6 billion, and you do think a dog coin can go to, multiple billions of dollars, but you don't think a legacy coin that's friends with Elon Musk, friends with Trump, friends with Kanye West, that's a billionaire that runs a multi-billion-dollar company corporation that wants to be immortalized on the blockchain. If you don't think that can go to billions of dollars in market cap, but you do think a cat coin, a dog coin, or a frog coin is a good investment and can go to multiple billions, but you don't think this can make it there, then I don't know. You're not connecting the dots. That's all I'm going to say. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, it's pretty obvious to me that there's something is cooking here. There's something cooking here. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me go over and see if there's any comments, if anybody has any questions on anything. Let me see over here. John watched Apex Syndicates. Thank you, sir. This coin's going to fly. Wish I had more. Yeah, I also wish they had a little more activity on X, but I do agree with you. Money, I think it's going to fly as well. What do you think about? See, good day, John. Are you good calling 100Xs? This will fade. Yeah, I mean, I agree. This will melt faces. I am good at calling 100X projects. We have called many of them, and I do believe this will melt faces. I really do believe that. I do. Let's see. What about Biddy? Mo Money, I agree. I think he wants a multi-billion-dollar coin too. I think that's what I think too. And like I said, my hypothesis is he wants to push this to, he wants to create a token in his name that goes into the multiple billions of dollars. That's what I believe. I mean, like I said, if you go to his Instagram page, let me just go back over here. Let me share this. So if you go to his Instagram page, like I said, he's very fit. He likes to, he's a lot of pictures like with his shirt off, he's kind of, he likes, like, even the picture on the icon picture of the token, the icon picture, like on the token itself, is like a picture of him with his shirt off, so he's got, like, he's very, like, proud of himself. I think he's a guy that probably worked hard. I think he built a company. He's made a lot of money. I think he's been very successful in the space. And I think he's proud of himself. I think he wants to show off a little bit. And I think that this token, okay, I mean, like, he's a family man here. Like I said, I think that this token is a way, like you said, for him to immortalize himself. What's going on, man?
The other day I put these in here for you.
You brought these down for me, some cracks, some Cheez-Its?
Yesterday, I put them in there for you.
Thank you.
I thought you would only eat them.
I didn't know they were here, but I would definitely. I'm going to eat some right now. You're the best. Thanks a lot, man. I love Cheez-Its.
And when you are done, you refill them.
Okay, you're the best, man. I appreciate it. That's my son, Obi. Obi from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Cute little guy. But that is my, when I see this guy, I'm like, he doesn't fail. Like I said, beautiful wife, beautiful kids, beautiful family, fit, successful, pictures of him on private jets, pictures with him with Elon, taking amazing vacations. Like, this isn't a guy that fails, right? This is a guy that succeeds. He wins at everything he does. All right. So his coin is not going to fail. That's just what I see. Like, I don't think he's going to let his token fail. So, and I think he wants to push it into the billions of dollars in market cap. So, will this happen? Like I said, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. I mean, but my gut, like I said, I called Kendo Inu, back a year and a half, 2 years ago, whatever. And that did 1,000x. We called it at a 200K market cap. And I held that all the way to 230, 40, $50 million before I started the DCA out. And I really believe that this Galiano Tiramani token is the same thing, man. I think we'll see this thing. I think we'll see it get to 100, 150 million. My gut is we'll see Elon or Trump or somebody make some tweets about his token just as a favor. And I think we'll see it just go nuclear. I think from there, you'll see it go to $1 billion, $1.5 billion, $2 billion market cap. I really believe that. I mean, I'm not just saying that. That's what I believe. So for me, I bought at a $350,000 market cap. I bought a little bit. I wish I would have bought more at a 40K market cap. I haven't sold. I'm holding. And when this gets to $150 million market cap, that's where I'll take out my initials. I'm not taking it. I just feel it. So I'll take out my initials and a little bit of profit at $150 million market cap. I swear to you. And I will hold until I'll probably start DCAing out slowly. And I mean slowly at like a $400 or $500 million market cap. That's what I believe. And that's why I'm very, I don't want to use the word passionate, but I have a high conviction that this will do that. Like I said, because I get the same vibes, only more organic, that I got from Kendo Inu. Like, it seemed like the right place, the right time. And when Kendo did that 1,000x, and I believe we'll see this do that too. Seriously. Like I said, for this to do 1,000x from here, it needs to get to a $1.2 billion market cap. I mean, like I said, is this better than a dog coin, a cat coin, or frog coin? I kind of think it is. It's a legacy coin. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's my thought process. So let me see here. So somebody's asking about let me see if I can find what you're talking about here. Give me a second. Give me a moment. So somebody was asking about Biddy. Look, there's a few of them. And I've never bought into the Bitcoin mascot, the Biddies. Let me see over here. Who was it? What about Biddy? Can you please talk about it? So what Biddy are you talking about? There's a few of them. There's a few bitties over here. You got one that's 1.6 million. You got another one here that's 94K. Got one that's 6,300 on Solana. Probably go with the bigger market cap one, the 1.6 million. I think mascot coins can do well. I think that there's potential in them. I personally have not bought any Biddy, at a 1.6 million. Maybe what could it do? Could this do 100x? You know, it's in the realm of possibility. I mean, if Bitcoin went crazy, bubble maps, not too bad. Got a few clusters, but yeah, not bad in comparison to a lot of projects. So bubble maps look okay. Let's check out the website here. Let's see. Hello, Bitty. He's a cool looking dude. I like him. OG Bitty, the original Bitty. Interesting. You know, it could do something. Like I said, it's one of those things. Like when Bitcoin starts to rip and the markets pick up and FOMO's kicking in. This guy's funny. FOMO's kicking in. Like it could definitely move. I mean, I'm not going to say it couldn't. You know what I mean? I guess if you have extra money on the side, like I said, I would pick, if I had to choose between Biddy and Galiano Tribbiani, I'm going to pick Galiano Tribbiani because of the narrative. I mean, Biddy doesn't have a billionaire backing it. That's doxed. Biddy doesn't have Elon Musk, Trump, or Kanye West that he's friends with. He's a cute dude. I like him. There's a narrative. You know, he's a Bitcoin mascot, so it could move. But I'm just saying right now, if I had $1,000 and I had to pick between Biddy or I had to pick between Galiano Tribbiani, I would pick Galiano Tribbiani. But I do like this guy. He's cute. I mean, like, so if I make some good profits, you know, I might buy up a little supply because, I mean, Bitcoin mascot, it's definitely in the realm of possibilities that could do well. So we'll leave it there. So that's my thoughts on Biddy. Let me see. Yeah, the 1.6 million one. So I'm talking about the life when useful. I am talking about the right one. And like I said, I like it. I mean, he's cute. I mean, he's a cute mascot. I do like him. I think it has potential for sure. But yeah. So Dowge. Let's see. Let me just see something here. Give me a second. So somebody here was asking me, what the fuck? Let's see. So let's just stretch this. Hey, come over here, chart. Come here. You stop that. Just trying to make it a little bigger so we can see the whole chart. There we go. There we go. So look, somebody was asking about Dowge. DJ I6930. Look, the narrative, yeah, it's there. Look, you know, when SPX 6900 pumps, this could do some crazy things. I mean, this already ran up to what? $88 million market cap. Like, absolutely god candle. It's retraced. So like a lot of those early, I would say 99% of those early buyers are out. Let's look at the bubble maps. I mean, they used to be horrendous. The bubble maps on this were terrible when it launched. Definitely better. So that means that most everybody is sold. So they've made millions upon millions upon millions upon millions upon, one more time, millions of dollars. The people who got into this, created this, and launched it and pushed it and promoted it. They made millions upon millions upon millions. And good, I mean, hey, good for them. I mean, so they're out. So I think, you know, now there's a chance for community growth, not whale growth. This was whale growth. And all of this right here was whales making millions and millions and millions of dollars. That's what that is right here. Okay. This was whale growth, and this was them making money on millions and millions of dollars. Now it's a $5.3 million market cap. I think when the SPX 6900 narrative explodes and crypto markets pick up, this could do well. I think, you know, this could do, you know, 100x would be a, you know, $53 million market cap. You know, I think it's in the realm. Oh, no, I'm sorry. A 500 $538 million market cap. Sorry, my brain was not working correctly there. $500 million market cap. I mean, it's in the realm of possibility. Like I said, I mean, if SPX 6900 goes to, $5-6 billion again, there's no reason that this couldn't follow and make some good gains, right? I mean, it's in the realm of possibility, but it all hinges around markets improving incredibly and the narrative around SPX 6900 exploding. And I think that's when you'll see something like this start to move. Okay. So that's my thought processes on that. So yeah, there you go. Hey, congratulations. You got some Gali. Look, like I said, not financial advice, but I think for me, it just feels too big it feels too well connected and too big to fail, right? That's, and like I said, I might be wrong. I mean, it's not financial advice, but I'm going to tell you, I'm in heavy. I have went in heavy because I don't know. I feel that it's going to move. I feel that this is going to do something big. I feel that the Galiano Tiramani token is going to do something. So, and I think when it does, people are going to be like, and you're going to see a lot of influencers talking about it, and it's just going to rip. So, but yeah, so everybody, like I said, I wanted to make a quick video. Oh, hey, somebody's talking about BNB Pepe and shitcoin. Look, shitcoin pumped and took a little bit of a shit. I still love shitcoin. I think it will do well, but the narrative is awesome. But I think it needs time to flush out some of the JEETs. You can sell when let me see, let me find the chart. Give me a second. Give me a second here, people. Give me a second here. There we go. Here we go. So shitcoin. So people that bought over here, like $2-3 million market cap, all of this sell pressure right here was a lot of these people getting out. Okay. So, and most of the people, if you look at the chart, most of the people here that were selling, it was really starting to move. It ran up to what, 1.2 million. And you have some sell pressure here. So like I said, I think when it needs some time, it needs to settle down. You need to get rid of some of these people that, are like, rah, 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 rah. When they're out, maybe a month from now, or more, I think, we'll see this definitely have some lower lows. And I think this will do well. I think I like the narrative a lot, but it's going to take time. And I think when the bullish market comes back, I think shitcoin can fly. But until then, I think it's going to take a little time. BNB Pepe, still my favorite meme coin on the Binance Smart Chain. On BNB Pepe is awesome. I haven't talked about it a lot but it's been holding up amazing. Look, it's trading beautifully right here. This 150 to 200K market cap. It's right here in this range from December 19th, right here, from December 19th all the way up to today, January 24th, over a month of pretty much sideways action here. So it had a nice pump. There's some sell-off, and it's just been it's been trading sideways, accumulating, getting out some of the JEETs. And when BNB Pep, when Binance, when the BNB token, when Binance Smart Chain and the markets turn and we see BNB at an all-time high, I am holding completely. I have not sold my tokens. I'm holding all of my BNB Pepe tokens. I believe that this will do amazing things. I do believe that this is a 100x project. Hands down. This will easily get to a $15-20 million market cap. Easily. Easy. So if you are patient, if you have some money sitting on the sidelines, if you've got a few extra bucks and you're like, what can I buy? I also think BNB Pepe will do 100x. I do. For the bottom of my heart, I believe that this project will do 100x. Everything's about timing. Everything's about narrative. So when the narrative of Binance Smart Chain and it's pumping and it's at all-time high, everybody's going to be FOMOing in, and that's when you're going to see this rip. Okay, it had a nice little run I think there quite a few people made some decent money, and now it's just hold, accumulate. If you got an extra $100 and you want to just, hey, I'm just going to sit it there and I'm going to wait for that $100 to do 100x for me. And I think that is completely in the realm of possibility. I think we'll see that happen. Very likely, maybe in 2026, early 2027. Memes have to run, right? And we have to get another surgence in altcoins for this to really move. But I think we will have it. I think we will have it. That's just my personal thoughts. I think there will come a time that will happen. So let me see if there's any other comments here. Yeah, Mo Money. Galiano, the Galiano token is not on CoinMarketCap. It is not on CoinGecko as of yet. It is not. I think it will happen. It will happen because I know Boxable, the token is. And from my understanding is that Galiano Triviani, he really is trying to get more supply control. He really wants to make sure that the JEETs are out. And I believe he's trying to scoop up a bit more of the supply, because I do believe he wants to push this into the multiple billions of dollars in market cap. Now, the only way that's going to happen if he has one person that's just holding, like, I'm not selling, right? And he doesn't need to sell. So I think he's waiting until the JEETs are out. I think he's probably buying up more of the supply. That's my personal thoughts and opinions, maybe. And I think that once he has the supply control that he's comfortable with, I think that's when you'll see it get on all of the CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and all the other places. Because like I said, he did that with the Boxable token, but I think he'll definitely do that with the Galley token as well. But my money's on Galley. My money's on the Galley token. I don't know why. I just feel that it will do. Oh, and the other thing, this is something else I want to mention. This is something else that he made a post about. Let me just share the screen here. Something else he made a post about. Let me just I'll get up close and personal with you. Something he made a post about was he was trying to create utility, okay, for the Boxable token. And he was going to the SEC. He's doing everything legally. He was going to the SEC. How can I integrate Boxable token into my platform? All of this stuff. He made a tweet about this. And basically the SEC said, you can use the Boxable token, but it's impossible. You're not allowed to make a profit with it. You can't sell the token. You can accept the token, but you can't sell the token. You can't make a profit with the token. Otherwise, it's a security. So I think that probably was like, he was probably like, oh, so I think he created the Boxable. This is my thoughts and opinions. I might be completely wrong, but he made a post in Telegram. I read it, and he said, look, he said, we just got done with a meeting with the SEC, and unfortunately we can't create a utility or something. We can't use the Boxable token in the company for legalities, but hopefully the Boxable token can, support itself and run itself, and that's it. 2 days later, the Galley token was launched. It was a stealth launch. Galiano Triviani, I believe, got more supply control, and that's when he started making all the posts about creating a legacy token and everything else. So I feel that now that the Galiano Triviani token doesn't have the name of the company, it's not a security anymore. And if they wanted to create a utility with that token, they could. And so I feel, like I said, this is just my hypothesis. This is my thoughts. There's nothing behind this to support it. That this is just my feelings. That there will be some sort of a utility at some point in time for the Galiano Triviani token in the Boxable ecosystem. That's my thoughts. I might be completely wrong. Might not happen. But it just is strange that 2 days after the SEC said you can't use this, boom, he launches the next token and creates this legacy token, and that's what it is. And right now the market cap of Boxable is like 500K. Market cap of Galiano Triviani is what, 1.2 million. He's personally buying up supply. He's personally locking the tokens. What's going to happen? I don't know. That's for you guys to discuss amongst yourselves. But I do think it's going to do something. So Anyways, everybody, I do need to get running. I can hear my children thinking about burning the house down, catching the dogs on fire, and I don't know, something else, probably building a tree fort. But anyways, I want to see how that all plays out, and we'll go from there. But I will be doing more live streams. So thank you so much for joining the live stream. Make sure you're giving some likes, comments, share it with your friends. It really helps the algorithms. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, really give me a like. Seriously, likes and thumbs ups. It helps so much. And thank you everybody for joining. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow us on X. And we also have a free Telegram chat. We would love to have you over there. So we do appreciate the support. So everybody have a great day. Don't forget to smile. Pick up some Galiano Tiramani. And we probably will see you on the moon. We'll talk to y'all soon, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.